Hey there, everyone. Nice to see you. This is episode 32 of Project 2 of The Joy of Functional Game Dev. The GitHub release for the start of the episode is v0.31. End of episode 31, start of episode 32. There has been no work in between here. Moving right on to the refactoring action. We are at the stop of Encounter Handler. We just finished up Actor Update yesterday. And one thing that is abundantly clear right here is that this code right here at the beginning of Generate Storm PC Encounter is the same as this. And so that's never any good to have two pieces of code that are the same. So we're going to put it up in here, although I know this is not going to be the final. So let create see, it's an encounter detail. Create storm encounter detail, and it does take a location, and it gives me an encounter detail, and that is this thing here. Just plop that out, and we're going to make sure there's that. And we're going to take actor look. Okay, so this will be actor location. No matter how many times TION becomes TOIN. Create storm encounter detail. So there is that. And just to make sure, so we have storm, ran into storm. It is exactly the same. And so I'm going to take this more or less exactly, and we can make it work a little bit better. Okay. And we are starting here. Let's build it because it doesn't know anything about it. Oh my goodness, what did not work? Create storm encounter detail. Create storm encounter detail. It's in actor update. Did I spell it wrong? It's here. That's the one. You should build. You should work. Okay, are we crazy? It's very bizarre. Why are you not? Well, now. How very strange. It's under actor update, so what am I doing wrong? Dot. Oh. Uh-huh. Alright. Derp. Alright, because these are not here, so. And even so, that's not between up here. Alright, I'm gonna go add new one code source file. I want encounter details, okay. So encounter details is going to get moved up here, and more importantly, this thing here is going to get moved up into there. I'm just going to call it create storm. gonna set location. And encounter detail goes where? Select create storm, and that's going to be in encounter details. Save that. Oh, it's got to be in game state. That's what it's got to be. Open game state. So game state should have all these things, and it should be groovy. All right. Counter details. So that creates that. And this is going to be creating the storm. Open encounter details. And, all right. Good. We are similarly going to move this over there. So let create island location, which is a cell location, and that's an encounter detail equals that. Now there will be more need for other parameters here, but for now, this can be location, create island, build. All right, and that is already so much better. And then, more importantly, I think we're going to start this right here. So here's here are my. All right. In docking with an island, you don't want to have the option to repair the ship unless your ship is damaged. You with me? So I have an encounter choice list. So I need so this has to get a play state. Play state. And my these are I need a list of these things. So I just need this list. So I don't need those. Okay, so let choices equal that. And the choices equal choices. But it's not that simple. So I also want, and this is just an idea that I had, fun e true and fun e and that's the okay, we're gonna give it a choices, which is a list of things, and one of them is a encounter detailed choices, encounter choice. A play state bool. Okay. So state. All right. And I want a can repair. All right, we're going to let can repair with a play state of play state. And return the bool. Equal let boat properties equal play state get boat properties. And return boat properties hull is less than boat properties maximum hull. So it's not going to work. To replace state bool. It's a list of them. So what am I doing wrong now? Let's type A star B. Well, what's B? So can repair, which is a play state to bool. Ow. No, that's all about your parentheses. But what we're going to do is going to, there's a list dot filter fun fun choice func func play state. All right. Now, so not z state play state. So this is a rotten thing. Filter and then map. Just map. Fun choice whatever gives you the choice. All right, map choice. So there's my filter. And that done. So I've mapped it, so I filtered it, and then mapping choice, which is an encounter choice. But I don't. I'm allowed to do that, right? So list. What happened? Oh, there's. Wait. List map. So I Should just be able to list map first. No? Really? What? See, I don't care if I do it here. See, now it's all cool. So choices, which is that. Okay. And now this is, near as I can tell, this is a major functional no-no. Where I'm going to take a function, I'm going to stick it into a tuple, and I'm going to use that to evaluate things. Well, I don't know how much of a no-no is, but it feels like it's something I ought not to be doing. But I'm going to do it anyway, and I don't care, because it gets the stuff done that I need to get done. And moreover, we're going to, oh, and also, you docked at, do I have? I don't have. Something else I can do here is that I can grab the island. Do I have a get island function somewhere? That'd be nice. Get currency, get vote, get storm. I don't think I have a get island. We're going to do a let get island location, which is a cell location, and a state. And we're gonna go with more or less this function call, and this is gonna be island properties. Okay. And so get there if it is. There's gonna be storm. It's gonna be island. Storm. It's gonna be an island props. Okay. So island current turn and there. So this is the same function. And really, is it more well? Yeah. Now we'll put the to do. This is more or less the same function as getStorm. We're going to wind up with a lot of to-dos, but that's okay. It's not so horrible now, but I'm also, how do I do this? So it's because there's a weakness I have somewhere where the only way that I know to grab this thing out is by doing a match. And if I want to match just one thing, I'm not completely sure how to do it in F#. I'd like to be, because I would like to go, hey, here's a function, give me this, or whatever. But I don't know how. I don't know how to do that. I will probably learn, but that's okay. All right. Back to here, we're going to get the island. Well, shouldn't this be working? Shouldn't you be okay? What don't you like? I'll create an island, because now it takes play state. Create island play state. There we go. And our state goes here. Boom. Okay. Go there. And we're still over here doing this, and we're going to get the island. Let island. We're going to go, I don't care. Equals get island with play state. We're going to pass the location in there as well. Get island. It's given. Did I do it wrong? What's my? Oh, that the location and the okay, location and state. Good to know. Nope, it's back here. We're just gonna do this. It's just goofy. So, get island for the location at the play state. Alright. So now I've got an island. You are docked at let's printf. You are docked at. There's the island name. We're going to go island name. We're going to pass that in. So now, should actually be able to see what name we've given to things. Also, how are we here? Where are we at? Get these things in line. Let's get this a little more neatly put together. Okay. Okie doke. Let's do it. See, the things I've got, I can pass these in. See, this is a to pass in the properties to the generators. It just doesn't make sense. All right. Oh, here's some ugliness. So this is the next. Look at that. Look at the fold here. There's this other. Ugh. My goodness. We're going to fix that right up. That's what we're going to do. But first, we're checking. Are we actually going to see the name of an island? Is that going to happen? We're going to see still got to optimize our generation function. But I want to see, come on, find me an island. Here's one. You're docked at Meepak. I've gotten to the island, and I only have one option, which is to cast off. But, oh, there's one. We go. Okay, there he is. I've been damaged. Okay, now I should be able to go back to Meepak, and I can repair the ship. Perfect. Okay, things are starting to shape up, and things are actually happening in the game. So, great. Yeah, it would be useful, because these storm properties and these island properties, well, the island properties especially, are a thing that I could definitely use. Alright, so render encounter detail, prepared grid. I mean, these are just, oh, look at that. Eek. Alright, first let's get a couple of things here. And that doesn't help much. So I'm clearing my rectangle. So I wind up with a location. Yeah, so that's why we do this. Okay, we're going to say let upper left equal that. You are upper left. And then clearing the rectangle so first, and then let size equal that. Even though I don't need it like that, I don't need these. I don't need to reuse them. I'm just looking to do something a little more legible. Do I have to? No. But this function here is a mess. Do plus that. So, yes, the size there, okay. The prepared grid. So what is G? G is a used and match whole word. Prepared grid is that. And then P is a location. Do I already have a location? I do not. Location. See, and this is where I can sum locations instead of, or can I sum locations? I cannot. Oh, maybe. So, all right. So why am I doing this? So oh, okay. Okay. What does this thing do? This is my message writer. This is my, oh, okay. All right. My goodness. So I want to take this, I think. No, not all of it. So take the grid and write some text onto it. So let titled grid equal that. So we'll take the titled grid and upper left, this is, so let title location equals title location equals that. So the title location, so I'm going to write the title at the title location. And then this is the message location. So we're going to go with let message location. Is that. I'm going to use that right there. Location and the message. And we're going to call it let write message line, which takes a grid, location, and a line, and equals this stuff. And it needs to take the location, and list fold, write message line. Okay. So, okay, upper left, the size, title location, message location. I prepared the grid by cleaning all out that stuff. Then final grid. And this will be let choice location equal call it the post message location. It's going to be that. That is the post message location. And that is my choice location. Post message location. Okay, final grid. Takes that I need. It's going to be right choice line. Right choice line. Which is a grid position and counter. That. I need one fewer of these. And I probably don't. So here's my right choice location. Line. See, will this work with a fist? Will this work? Will this work that way? Oh, There is, okay, so fist only works. Well, that's interesting. So we go to the definition. So fist only works with these. All right. Okay. That's cool. Do we have a place for just utilities? Because I need a fist of 3. Huh. Alright. Just call it here. Gonna let fist 3 of XYZ equals X. So that's all cool. Oh, not position. What's position? Location. Well, it makes it quite a bit longer vertically. And let me get some other things worked out here. So there's the grid. Let updated grid equals that. Let updated location equal that. And then we return updated grid, updated location. Is it too long that way? We don't really need to bind these things. I don't know. I don't know. Does it help with readability? I certainly don't need that. Let x equal, if that then this, otherwise equal that. Let y equal that. Let z equal, I'll just that. Turn x, y, z. But now counter, then do some stuff, else do some other stuff. Do I have too many of these? I believe I do. Yes, sir. Okay. X is that. What is that really? That updated grid, which is X. Updated grid. I like to get to type it again. So there's that. Updated counter is that. And updated position is that. So I update the grid, update the position, update the counter, and I spit them all back in my right choice line. And it's really nice that I can kind of line that stuff up. Write it there. Go to the next line. Go to the next counter. So what does this even get used for? Ow, ow, ow. Yeah. Yep. Sure. But that's good. All right, so now I'm rendering an counter. Get these bad boys lined up. Get that over there. And get the render grid on there. Render that, the head. These sound about right. And we made it through in counter handler. Now my next one here is boat movement, and let's see if we can make it all the way through, because this one should be interesting. So generate storm if flag, then let me try to read what I'm doing here. So if flag, then this. Okay, what find all my references. So in boat movement, I generate this. Oh, I just generate the storm. Well, where does that come from? Really? What? Okay. What? All right. Dude. Generate storm. Okay. Well, so generate flag. I'm actually going to do my not first, then state else. All right. That's, dude. Otherwise, the location is going to take my map grid. Okay, that's no. 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 Really? This is. um, that's garbage. Yeah, we've really. 'Cause where's my world size stuff? I'm gonna need a world size. I'm gonna really. Oh, I'll just do that because that's okay. My goodness. What an awful way to do things. It wasn't all that long ago that I did it. This is very bad. So I'm going to need a world size, aren't I? And then I've got the thing in here that randomly picks within the world size, right? Where is it? I know it's here. So here it is. Here's a. Where are you? Random location. So here's my island generator. Random location. I've got a random location function, but I need a world size and I need a random. I got a random. I need a world size. Because really, location is just world size, random location. And we're gonna open map create. That's what we're gonna do. So, cool, but we're going to fail on that random A. That is what I did here, right? So world size, random, world size, a cell location, random, a random. Oh, no. Okay, he forgot that. Why didn't you tell me? All right. And this one is again a try-pick or a This is actually more or less fine. Where else did I do? I did this during create, didn't I? So did I do a try-pick in here? Try. Did I do it someplace? Let's look. Did I do try-picks anywhere? Or try find, try find. Okay, actor update. So it's done. There's not really a difference. Okay, then we're cool. It's hey, is it there? If there's already an actor there, then forget it. However, could I do a sequence unfold and guarantee? See, I don't want to guarantee that the empty location, because then the world fills up. So I just generate it. Oh, there's one there. Okay, forget it. Cool. All right. On the move boat. Generate storm. Ooh. Generate storm needs a world size. That should be interesting. See, this is so we're gonna put the world size there. This one's called a set visible func. So now that one's fine. And there's that. So it's a sum locations func. This one's a set visible func. Oopsie. Let's do that here. Oh, come on now. Oh, we're going to do it with the keyboard. Set visible func. Put the capital S on there. And before that, we do need world size. It needs it. Okay. Gonna need world size passed down into this bad boy. Do it right before the random. Let's do this. Space. Do that. Space. Space. Okay. So now that works. But now this thing has to get passed. It's like, hey dude, I don't have the right some locations function. I don't have a world size. So I'm going to need a world size. Alright. Going to have world size cell location. And it's going to go right in here. World size. And that one. And this one's where's that? These handy dandy function names are pretty cool. And I need a world size in here. So right after the create func comes a world size. Pass the world size in. World size. Keydown event is going to be somewhere, and it's also going to fail. And so, we do a lot of fixing. It's okay, when we come to these later, we're going to go, oh, already been here, already fixed it. And I think unit to game state, there should be a create func someplace. Create func, world size. World size, cell location. Okay. Almost there. Oh, yeah. And one last little bit. One last little bit, because I've got it. Because I've now got it. So we are actually here. We got it. It's here. Boom. The world size. So the event handler knows what the world size is, and it passes it along. It did it. Yay. We're in boat movement. And we're still here. Okay. So this grabs the boat state. So take the delta. What is delta? Delta some location function with the player location. So that's the next place it's going to go. So there's delta. Delta is how we're going to move. So this is where map grid. What do we have here? We have like this inner thing. So we have a done. So the map grid. So I have to check the map grid. Wait a minute. So if that gets knotted, so if the location goes into that and it contains, if the next location, the state map grid contains key not, then what I was originally doing is saying, hey, we've got no encounters. So it's a play state, it's a sum. Why would, it's okay, if some location function somehow gets me out of here, okay. Now let's get this stuff a little bit better. X, there we go. If that location, the actors contain it, then let encounter equal that equal encounter that and that. Yeah, that's how that happens. All right. We want to do this. Let's go. Do this. Doom, doom. the next location and a state, and I start a PC encounter with it. Okay. Then I take that encounter. Okay. So update my boat turn. Okay, now this one is really kind of weird. But I think I do kind of like it. So this really isn't so bad. This is actually relatively clean. If updated boat, then see, that's relatively clean. So my spawn storm here, and then I'm actually okay. I'm not so bad. I don't mind it. The spawn storm will be true, and so if I'm past my threshold, then true, and set the next threshold. Do we want a different threshold than that? I don't know. Do we want to declare war on a magic number in the code? Probably. If not, then nope. And the boat remains the same. And the actors. This is not the worst thing in the world. Oh, the next one. Set object, player location, none. Next location. So this is if I'm moving. So, did I run into something? But I haven't updated. That's right, I have not updated my turn. I must remember to do that, and that will happen the next thing. This is an awful, awful thing. Okay. We update the map grid with, let's do that there, do that there. That's fun. All right. Take the state. We're going to update the map grid. We're going to update the actors. We're going to generate a storm, maybe. Update the actors. That's a play state, and that's a sum. And that gets me to the end of boat movement. We got all these things here. And I didn't realize boat movement, well, it needed a little cleanup, but it didn't need a whole lot of cleanup. Okay, great. So we made it through 2 files in an hour. And there we go. Now, let's just briefly look next at encounter choice, which, yeah, a couple things. There's these types of things typically just need a little bit of formatting cleanup work. This one here, probably. Okay, this is more of the, hey, what did you do here? You take care of it, clean it up. And so actually, really, that apply storm encounter choice, apply PC encounter choice, and apply NPC encounter choice. These are the things that we're going to take care of next time. Key down event handler. This is practically done. The idle handler needs some work. So probably the next one, encounter choice, we should be able to burn through, key down, burn through, and idle handlers for the next time. Because event handler, this doesn't really need any work. As a matter of fact, let's finish this one up now. Because this should just look like this. I got all my function names done, right? Yes, sir. So this one is DUN. All right, and that's a quick. And all right, super cool. Make sure it still runs, just so we prove it out. It still runs. Still hope to save some time on generating things. Yep, and can I run into the guy? Come on, there we go. Boom. Whoop. Stuck. And I'm probably running out of. Am I running out of stack? Oh, key not found. Interesting. Ooh. Try that again. And hopefully disastrous things don't happen again. Okay, I damaged my boat. I've got a bug. So what happened? So, it's an NPC encounter choice. Did I even do anything here? Move boat. So what happened? Oh no. So somewhere in here, I have broken my storms. Well, that's a dire thing. We can't leave it broken now, can we? Hardly. So, but I also do not have time to work on it right now. So, there's going to be a break, and when I come back, I'm going to fix this bug. So, back, and it's actually been an entire day, and I did get a chance to take a look in here, and I've fixed it. But I'm just going to tell you what I did. There were two issues. One, whenever I was adding an NPC storm encounter, the actor location would no, where am I? I'm updated. Here it is, updated turn. So the boat turn is whatever the current turn is. Which then gets passed to updated turn. But what I was doing was I was taking the storm turn, which if the turn had counted, the turn was at 10, and then the current turn turned to 11, the storm turn would only be at 10.5. So when I would put storm turn in here, it means it would be 0.5, which means, because I finally fixed update actors to actually recursively move things multiple times, it means that that storm would then jump somewhere else. It didn't know stay put because you're in an encounter. So the way I mitigated that was to say now the current turn is the updated turn, which is how, if it's boat, we strike the boat with the current turn. So that gets thrown in there. The other one was in the stack overflow that I kept getting and was kind of worried about. Originally, I had taken these sets of parameters and put them into and bound them to something called keep pumping, because they're used both here and here. Because I thought, well, there it is multiple times. There's no sense in putting more than once, and it made it shorter because this is really long. However, because of the recursive function, calling this thing from here enables tail call elimination, whereas the thing that was named this is not the same function as this. So I was slowly eating up the stack every time I event pumped. So that's an interesting thing to learn, because it's like, because really effectively I should have tail call elimination, because we can conceptualize of that, but the compiler can't do that. And so we leave it this way. You're also going to notice there's a couple other changes. I made a bunch of little changes as I went along, because next time we're going to get into doing some testing, hopefully. And that's going to be super cool as well, and also get to do ref types as in conjunction with our testing. But that's enough for here. I have fixed it. We can go ahead and prove that it is fixed. Wait the required 6 seconds in order to generate a world. Everything. Okay, come on, hit me. And it ran into my boat. Up, and that was another thing, is I kept hitting the wrong key. Kept hitting the come on. Up, you hit the merman, merfolk. Repair the ship. Okay. But okay, we've proven, and we haven't run out of stack. So thanks so much for being on this journey with me. Keep the joy of functional game dev in your heart. I'll see you next time, which for me will be in about 5 minutes.